Back in the early 16th century, when Da Vinci painted, it was kind of hard to wash up because they didn't have any running water, which was probably a good idea because Leonardo would have left the water running when he cleaned out his brushes. Like some of you do when you wash your face or brush your teeth. You know, each time you leave the water running, you can waste 3 gallons of water. And over a year's time, that adds up to over 2,000 gallons wasted. Not a pretty picture, is it? Well, you wouldn't believe it. Well, of course, if Professor Water tells you, you'd believe it. But it is hard to believe how much water the average person uses each day. Well, go ahead. Take a guess.
180 gallons.
Oh. 10 gallons.
50 gallons. Is that too many?
No, that's not too many gallons. It's not nearly enough. The correct answer is A. The average person uses 180 gallons a day, nearly 66,000 gallons a year, enough to fill 3,300 aquariums like this one. Or, if that water were gasoline for your car, it would be enough fuel for 9 years, or enough to send you around the world 46.5 times. Even though we may use that much water, we drink only a tiny fraction. And of course, you're not going to drink it straight out of a stream or a reservoir. No, it has to be treated first. Uh-oh. I think it's time for a field trip. Not for us, for them. You stay here and prepare for our next demonstration. This is a treatment plant. Different treatment processes are used around the country depending on the quality of the source water. But all treatment plants operate on the same general theory. The raw water is pumped into the plant, screened for large objects, leaves, sticks, whatever. Chemicals might be added to disinfect and clear the water. The water is filtered. Sometimes chlorine is added, and soon the water is running clean and clear into your home. Of course, the water may start out pretty dirty. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Ah, good! It looks like our friend has a little home in the woods all prepared. Hi, you silly boy! And it's a beautiful day outside. Ah, the untamed wilderness! Now, I have another way to show you how that treatment plant works. It's a pop bottle experiment that you can even try at home. Dirty water. You see how the water goes in all cloudy, and then it seeps through the sand and rocks that we have in the bottle. And when it comes out, it appears clean and clear. But whatever you do, don't drink the water. It only appears clean. It has tiny bugs and organisms in it that can make you sick. But suppose you're enjoying the great outdoors and you really want a drink of water. Is there anything you can possibly do? Of course there is. Could you perhaps add some grass to your cup of water? Of course not. That's not treatment. It would only make your water taste like cow's water. What if you poured your water through a clean white t-shirt? No, obviously that wouldn't work. It would only make your shirt wet. What if you boiled the water for 5 minutes? You got it! Boiling will kill the contaminants. Then you can enjoy some fresh mountain water. So you see, your water... hat. Oh, well. So you see, your water has to be treated before you drink it. It's very important. Your water utilities work hard to make sure your water comes to you safe and clear and tasty. But it doesn't come without a cost. No, but even though you have to pay for your water, it's still a bargain. Oh, let's play. The Price is Right. Yes, now we have tap water, soda pop, light ale, iced tea, and warm milk here on this table. And you, contestants, need to tell me which is the most expensive, least expensive, tastiest, and which takes the most water to produce. All right? Well, then, let's get started. Now, our first contestant is you! Ma'am. Whatever. All right, now, you need to tell us which is the most expensive. Yes? Okay. How about the least expensive? All right, the tastiest. And how about which takes the most water to produce? Good. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now, let's check your answers. How'd you do? Now, the most expensive, you said this glass of soda. And the answer is wrong. Yes, soda costs about 50 cents a glass. Pretty expensive. But the most expensive is this ale at about $1 a glass. So sorry. Next question. You said which takes the most water to produce is this fine pale ale. And the answer is correct. Very good. Yes, it takes about 3 gallons of water to produce 1 glass of beer. Good job. Now, moving on. You hesitated and then said that this glass of tea was the tastiest. And the answer is... trick question. I love those trick questions. Gets them every time. Yes, all of these may taste good, but the one that tastes the best to your body and is best for your body is plain old water. Yes, you need 8 glasses a day. And we're not talking soda or tea, but plain old water. Oh, well, better luck next time. And your final answer is the least expensive. You said this glass of milk. And the answer is... wrong. Tap water. This show is about fresh water. We've been talking about tap water. The answer is water. It only costs less than a penny a glass. In fact, it costs less than a penny a gallon. It's a bargain. Now, if you had said bottled water, ooh, now that can be expensive. But tap water, it's a bargain. Okay, get out of here. Now, we may see you in the bonus round, but... probably not. Okay, let's get ready for round 2. Okay, round 2. This is what we call our Pie in the Sky Challenge. Woo! All right, let's bring on our next contestant, shall we? This gentleman is from Waterton, Pennsylvania. Hello there. And his interests include ballroom dancing, fly fishing. Oh, I see one of them bit back. And tinfoil? Ah! Oh, oh, that's a very lovely replica of the Statue of Liberty, right? No, a weightlifter. Oh, well, whatever it is, I'll put it with my collection at home. Very lovely. Ooh. All right, now, are you ready to play? Whoa. Keep that to yourself. All right, now, what you're going to do is tell me how much water you use around the house.
Not yet. First, we have some hints in our pie chart. Good. Now, this is based on the water usage of a typical family of 4. The number 1 water use is the toilet, which takes up about 40% of a family's water usage. 30% is for baths and showers. Laundry and dishwashing take about 15%. Leaks can waste 5% or more, which leaves 10% for everything else, including the less than 1% we actually drink. Okay, ready to play? What are you doing? You're eating our prop. He's eating our game show logo. Come. I guess you know we'll have to deduct this from your winning. All right, let's move right along. Grab your cards. Let's get ready to play. Okay, how much water do you think a clothes washer uses? You say 20 gallons, and the answer is wrong. A clothes washer uses at least 30 gallons per load. In some cases, it can use up to 70 gallons. All right, question number 2. How much water does a dishwasher use? You say 10 gallons, and that also is wrong. A dishwasher uses at least 15 gallons per load. That's why you should always make sure it's full before you turn it on. All right, now for the household number 1 user. How many gallons per flush? You say 6 gallons? Well, you're in the right range. The common household toilet uses between 4 gallons to 6 gallons per flush. Good job, lad. Well, looks like we're out of time for today's show. Let's have our first contestant rejoin us. Yes, you. Well, now, let's see. You only got 1 correct answer, and only 1 correct answer for you, too. I guess that means neither of you qualify for our bonus round. Too bad. Better luck next time. Let's say goodbye to everyone out there in television land. Bye-bye. Okay, so water conservation isn't a game. Neither is the process it takes to make your water safe and clean. But I hope you've had fun learning about water with us, how to gather it, treat it, and use it. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Well, how do you think that went? I thought it went swimmingly. Did you have fun? Oh, I had a marvelous time. Oh, especially when I got to squirt you in the desert when you were crawling down. Oh, and then when you put your hands onto that pot on the fire. That was hysterical. I almost died laughing. Oh, God. Oh, my. Oh. He can't leave me high and dry.